Welcome to today's video. Football, ice hockey, or tennis? Well, you definitely won't see any of those sports today. They're kind of boring, and they just don't give you the same adrenaline, fear, or thrill. Not the kind we're looking for. Today, we're diving into the 10 most extreme sports in the world, where every second could mean the difference between survival or not. Well, at least in most of them. So sit back, relax, and let's begin. Volcano boarding. Racing down a 2,180-foot active volcano at speeds of up to 50 mph on a wooden board. Yep, it's real, and it's called volcano boarding. Every year, adrenaline junkies head to Cerro Negro in Nicaragua to surf down the ash-covered slopes of a live volcano. Wearing bright orange protective suits and gear, they slide down the steep, black lava terrain, fully aware that it could erupt at any moment. Extreme? Absolutely. Dangerous? No doubt about it. Bungee jumping. Bungee jumping on its own is already an extreme sport for many people, and plenty would never even consider doing it. But for some adrenaline seekers, the regular version just isn't enough. That's where things get interesting. One of the more insane variations is crocodile bungee jumping, where jumpers dive so close to the water they literally skim the surface. And that water, yeah, it's full of hungry crocodiles, waiting with their jaws wide open. Sounds like fun, right? Zorbing. You've probably heard of zorbing, rolling downhill in a giant inflatable ball. But have you heard of ocean zorbing? That's when they toss you into the ocean inside that same ball, and your goal? Make it to a target several miles away, completely alone, floating, and baking under the sun. Dehydration, heat stroke, punctures, and drifting off into the middle of nowhere. Just a few of the fun little risks. Would you give it a shot? Let us know in the comments. Cliff diving. It might last only a few seconds, but cliff diving can be deadly. You leap off tall cliffs into the ocean below. But landing wrong can break bones. Or worse. It's one of the most dangerous sports in the world, demanding precision, mental focus, and perfect timing. Historically, it was a ritual of bravery. Today, it's a high-stakes extreme sport where one mistake can cost your life. Slacklining. Slacklining is a pretty popular and fun activity that almost anyone can try. It involves walking across a tensioned strap tied between 2 points, like trees. The goal? Keep your balance and make it from one end to the other. But for hardcore enthusiasts, the fun doesn't stop there. They take it to the next level, high up in the mountains. First, they climb up cliffs or rock formations to secure the line. Then they walk across it, suspended hundreds of feet above the ground. And in some extreme cases, they do it with no safety harness at all. Now that's what we call a serious adrenaline rush. Mountain unicycling. Downhill mountain biking is already a challenge, but doing it on a unicycle, that's taking insanity to a whole new level. Riders navigate narrow, rocky trails with nothing but a single wheel and sheer determination. Needless to say, crashes are frequent, painful, and sometimes brutal. But hey, you've got to admire the guts it takes to even try. Wife carrying. This sport might sound like a joke, but it's very real, especially in Finland. It's called wife carrying. Competitors hoist their wives onto their backs and race through muddy, wet, and obstacle-filled courses. And the prize? The winner gets their wife's weight in beer. So the question becomes, do you want a lighter wife for an easier run, or a heavier one for more booze? Toughest life decision ever, right? Hurling. One of Ireland's national sports, hurling is a fast-paced mix of rugby, lacrosse, and field hockey. 15 players per team. Wooden sticks, a small ball. The objective, hit it into the net, or send it between the goalposts. Sounds simple, until you realize that ball can reach speeds of up to 95 mph. Yeah, taking a hit from that, it definitely leaves a mark. Canyoning. Canyoning is part hiking, part climbing, part swimming, and part survival challenge. Athletes explore narrow mountain canyons by rappelling down waterfalls, swimming in freezing rivers, leaping into rocky pools, and scrambling over massive boulders. It takes physical strength, mental focus, and a lot of nerve, especially on the world's toughest, coldest, and most remote canyoning trails. Belly flopping. Yes, belly flopping is now an actual sport. Competitors jump into water as dramatically and painfully as possible, aiming to make the biggest splash, and sometimes the biggest laugh. You don't need to be fit. In fact, having some extra weight might just help you win. It's fun, it's ridiculous, and strangely enough, it's gone international. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next.